Good musical morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Behind the Bench, where we take you behind, above, and beyond the repair bunch here at Heid Music. Good morning. Let's see. Today it was Shauna. Good morning. Anil. Good morning. Deb. Leah. Morning. How we all doing today? So we're still working out this thing with the streamer bot and whatnot. So we're figuring some of this stuff out. So I'm not sure why it says non for you. I mean, you joined and had 150, so we'll get it kind of figured out. But still working on it. But in the description, you can see some of the things that you can activate with the stream today. So that's in the description. So yeah, get that non. I don't know why it does that. We'll get it figured out. I'll do some research and see why it's all happening that way. But yeah, good morning, Christine. Good morning, Aaron. Good morning, everyone. It's a pretty nice Thursday. It looks a little rainy out. Looks like it might be rainy. It's been a little cooler, which has been perfect. Perfect for me personally. I love that. You know me, I just like cold weather, so that's just how I roll. Woo! Yeah, and then I don't know. Nothing exciting this weekend. It's gonna be like 80 this weekend. Ooh, nice. Nice. Summer's coming back. Summer's coming back. It's coming back. I can feel the rain in my bones. My knees hurting, so must be a storm a-coming. I don't know what character that is. That's. Oh. Well, it's killing me. Already. I don't know if they heard you on that one, so. Yeah, already. Just getting razzed. Just razz at him. Let's just razz at him. It's fine. He can take it. Hey, just keep laying it on him. Ignore. Just completely ignore it. Anyways, how's everyone doing today? What's everyone's plans for the weekend, for the rest of the week? You have big plans? Big things happening? I hope you do. Hope you have some fun things coming up. Fun and exciting and relaxing weekend. Let's see. Today we have the stream, of course. We're working on, Sean, you had asked what we're working on. So we have, right here, you can see, Sean asked what we're working on today. And we're going to be doing some more rental returns. I think last week we did some, or were we doing M&Rs? I think last week we were doing M&Rs. That could be. But so we're rental season here at Heid Music is just in full swing. So if you need an instrument to rent in Northeast Wisconsin, come to Heid Music. We'll get you set up. But in that, and because of that, we need to, in the repair department, we're full steam ahead getting these things ready so that they're just in just wonderful condition to play. So, and a lot of those that are left, we've been going through just tons of instruments. And a lot of ones that are left need just a little bit more TLC, tender love and care. So this one here, we're gonna finish up, and I got another one right there. I don't know, it's mirrored. But a lot of them need to be completely disassembled and just completely cleaned. So a little bigger jobs, they take a little bit more time, but that's what we do here. We make sure that the instrument is good and playing and in wonderful condition. So this one's almost done. So we're gonna actually start by finishing up with palm keys and E-flat pad because the rest of it is finished, I believe. We can double check some stuff, but yeah, because we're gonna do that, and then we'll head on to another instrument that I have no idea. We're not gonna know what that one means until we open it up, and that's gonna be exciting. So that's what's on the agenda today for this stream. Then after that, let's go. Another one. Get it done. I hit my elbow on it. It really hurt. I'm not gonna cry in stream though. I'm not gonna. Anyways. What we all drinking today? I don't even know. My wife made the coffee today. It's coffee. I know that, but I don't know what kind or what brand. It's delicious. It tastes good. I love it. It's so good. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we could just dive right in, folks. Just get started. Just getting her done. Well, why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? All right. We just dive right in. Oh, so this one, let's take a look. Let's double check everything. See how we're doing with this one. Give me one moment here. I gotta check something. With all those things we got going on. So we have, again, we have all these cool like commands and stuff. So if we have some of those, if you have enough points, we can get some of these triggers going today. I will say, just so you know, I didn't want to subject Matt to any of those. So the Matt chat featuring Matt will not have any special features right now, at least not at the moment. He doesn't need to do BobRoss mode or sing mode or anything like that. But I don't know, maybe one day. We'll see how he's feeling.
I had an idea for...
You had one?
I had an idea.
Okay, let's talk after then. Okay, we'll get it set up. But, yeah, we'll
yeah,
you have your people talk to my people? Cool. Yeah, we'll do it. All right, good. Yeah, Matt, exactly. Matt's going to have his own chat features, I think. Maybe, we'll see. Oh yeah. I want to try this though really quick. I'm just going to see what I can do here. Let's see if this works. Ooh, so silly. Oh shoot, how do I do it? I don't think so. Oh well, I couldn't make it work. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Okay, I tried something, but it didn't work. But yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. John's guy, like if we do spend 10,000 channel points and Matt will just play a ripping solo. Shred. Anyways, let's just get to it. Okay, I tried to test something and it just like something weird happened. That's what I get. The bad thing about this program, one, YouTube doesn't have like inherent channel points, so we're using a third-party program. That's pretty cool, but I feel like I can't test anything unless I'm live. So maybe one day we'll just do a straight-up boring, hey, we're testing something. But like a stream that's not repair, simply test. Or just do it on a different channel, I suppose. All right, so we're checking through this instrument, making sure everything's good. Just double checking everything. Just double checking. See what we got going on. All right, turn that off. Turn this on. Put this in here. Adjustment here. Okay. Good. All right. Morning, Seth. All right, yeah, I think we're good here. What I didn't do was get the pads ready. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that really quick. So everyone chill, everyone calm down. Everything's fine. Camera. Grab the pads I need. And we'll finish up this rental return. Get it ready for another beautiful playing season for whomever. Tip hooray, tips. Tech tips. Okay. All right. What am I looking for? Glue. I didn't do that either. Give me 1 second. Molly stole all my glue. You stole all of my glue. I had it there, and then it wasn't, Molly. So that means you stole it. You've been stealing my glue. Ethan's been stealing my garbage can. Everyone's stealing my stuff. All right, here we go. Yeah. All right, so. Yeah, so just remember to check your points. It's exclamation point repair space rubies. I've seen that a couple times. I'll see if I can't just add a second command or third with those different variations so they all work. Again, we're learning, we're growing, we're seeing what's going on. All right. So, we're going to put these pads in. So I'm going to go ahead and heat up my glue. I'm just going to paint it on. Why didn't that work? Give me a second. Seth, let me get that figured out for you, because that should have. Let me get this in, though. We're figuring this out as a team. So, Seth, you had like 700. Give me a second. Give me a second. Thanks for holding on. I appreciate everyone for just holding for a second. That should have worked. I gotta get Leah her points. Again, we're figuring this out. No one's been able to trigger anything. All right, so let's get the rest of these pads in, okay? There we go. All right, so we got 2 in. That's hot, by the way. Once you get something hot, it's hot. Okay, putting glue on. There we go. Oh, it's hot too, by the way. If you get it hot, it is hot. So I don't know if I mentioned that once yet. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. There we go. Heating up the glue. Putting it. What's up, Cameron? Yeah, so it turns out, like, when you put fire to something, it gets hot. And then, like, it, like, stays hot for a moment. And when you put more fire to it, it continues to be hot. And sometimes even gets hotter. Isn't that crazy? And then when you go to touch it, you're like, oh, whoa, that's hot. Kind of wild at how hot it is. Whoa! Oh, that's great. And then you just keep doing it, and you just keep touching it, and it just keeps getting hotter and hotter. It's like, you think at some point I would learn. Or someone, I don't know, maybe not me, but someone would learn, you know? It's weird. Chris, good morning. Hello. All right. All right, so we're going to put these palm keys on. Let's see. Start up here. Get our screwdrivers. Love these screwdrivers, by the way. Still loving them. Come on. It's nice if it lines up. There we go. Is that Snorlax? I don't see a name, but welcome. That's hot. Lindsay, hello. Gosh, you remember? There is a voice mod thing that I kind of looked into for like a moment, and it seemed, I don't know, I can't even get the channel points to work, so I mean, maybe someday. All right. Okay, so we're taking our heat gun. Just getting these. Just heating up the pad, letting it seat. There we go. Whenever it turns, pivot, pivot, pivot. That's pretty good, Shannon. I'm loving it. You're spot on with your suggestions. Killing it. Oh, got a little glue. Guess I went a little crazy with the glue on this one. That's all right. It happens. It's okay. It's all right. Yeah, Jeeves, it's just nothing. There's no picture. There's just a picture. There's no name. Wacky. All right. Our last palm key. Molly, do you mind? Yeah. Interrupting my stream like that. Jeez. It's the International Jeeves of Mystery. Good joke, Adam. Yeah, that's right. I got my own laugh track on cue. I can just, anytime I think something's funny. Woo. I don't need anyone to laugh at me. I got a whole crowd of people to laugh at me, right? I'm so funny. Oh, gosh, that's good. What do you mean, Joe? That's what all laughs sound like for me. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard anyone not laugh like that, Joe. What do you try? Wait, what do you? But what are you trying? What are you trying to? But I mean, what are you trying to say, Joe? I mean, those are real laughs, right? Because everyone laughs like that around me. They're not pity laughs. Right? Marty, hello. How, what did I just say? Hello, good morning. That's what I meant to say.
Hollow Knight?
Hollow Knight.
The Hollow Knight?
Silk Song.
Silk Song. Such a good.
We're not going to talk about it. Molly, where did you... Okay, for real, Molly. What did you do with my spring hook? Oh, here it is. I don't know why you put it there. All right. Let's get this E flat pad going, huh? Yeah, here's the Silk Songs, taking like 7 years to make. 10, 7, 6, 10, 8, 7. Everyone's raving about it. Come on, heat up. Oh, you're just not moving, are you? Okay, here we go. Where's my big pets? Like, Molly, where did... Oh, here it is, okay. Gosh. Just keeps taking it. She just keeps hiding stuff on me. No, I didn't take it. I didn't take it. Then I find it in the weirdest spots. I didn't put it there. Obviously, I know exactly where all my stuff is always, constantly. It's obviously Molly. Hey, Joe. Joe, that was a really good one. See what I did there? Pity laugh. According to you, that's a real laugh. Oh, we're having a good time. Feels like 42, yeah. Feels like 42 years. Yeah, how long you've been working with me, right? Feels like 42 years. Because something, I don't know. You know what? You're not funny. This laugh track's just giving me life. All right, so we got all this stuff. We got that going. Everything else is good. Okay, so with that all good, this one's just about ready. We're just gonna put one more key on. We're gonna put this back guard on first. And then we'll move on to the next snaxophone. See, instead of saxophone, I said snaxophone. Oh, thanks, chat. All right. Commercial break. Gosh, that's funny. Actually, can we get like just a random, like commercial break like stinger that just comes up sometimes, and we'll be right back after just a really good one. That's not my joke. That's Michael's. I'm sorry to say that joke's been made a million times. Before Michael. We have a little snaxophone case, so. Oh, Joe, that's a really good question. Best and worst hand tools you've ever purchased and best and worst hand tools you've ever made. That's a really good question. So, hand tools that I've purchased, my best, that's gonna be kind of a, that's going to be a cross between, I'm going to say it, my screwdrivers, my Music Medic screwdrivers. I just really, 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 really enjoy them. And then, of course, the Nipix pliers here. They're flat build or parallel pliers. Pretty standard for repair techs. But then we also have the Music Medic screwdrivers. You can follow along camera here. Just really enjoying them. They feel just really nice. Excuse me. So that's kind of like the tie for best tool I've bought. Mainly because I use them literally every day for literally every instrument, and it's just a big part of it. My hands don't hurt when I use them. Worst tool I've ever bought. Well, the thing is, I don't want to say tools are bad. anything like that. I think just the usefulness out of them. I thought they'd be more useful than they were. Or maybe I'm just not using them right. Two things come to mind. Molly, can you hand me that blue thing? Yep. So there's this. I bought this from a company. It's supposed to be a hinge rod straightening tool. Like the hinge rod goes through these 3 pivot points. And then you spin it in a bench motor and you kind of slightly squeeze and it's supposed to straighten it out. I never was able to do it right, and I ended up, like the first try, I think I messed up the tool. So I just gave up pretty much right away. It's got good reviews and people really like it. I just wasn't, it's user error, I couldn't figure it out. And also the method we learned in school works just fine for me. So that's probably one tool that I'm like, oh, I didn't need to buy this, wish I didn't. So I gave it to Molly. And she'll never use it, she said. The other thing I would say is probably, this is very cool. I just don't use it. It's the J.L. Smith like flute station, the smaller one. So a flute kind of sits in there. But I didn't like using it. I like my flutes to be a little bit more mobile. You know, I'm such a sucker for the sax stand, I thought perhaps I could find a flute one. But I didn't really use it that well. Again, it's cool, it's great, it does exactly as advertised. I just realized I didn't really want to use it that much. It didn't fit how I work on flutes. So there's that. Best and worst tools I ever made. Well, I really like this. It's very simple. I mean, it's a simple poker. I mean, all of our techs have pokers, but this one I flattened out and curved the end to, so it's more like a little hook, and it's super flat. And I use this often if I need to get just pads out or just kind of just get in small spaces. I use it a lot, and then I just put a little rubber piece on the end, trombone bumper. I like that a lot, but one I made and hardly use, let's see. Well, this one, I'm not entirely sure even what I made this for. It's just a big poker, kind of. I don't really use it for anything. The other thing I can think of is I made a hammer modeled after one of the, I don't have it here anymore, I don't think. I'm not even sure what, it might be buried somewhere. Maybe I'll try to find it for next stream. But I made a brass hammer with exchangeable heads, but I just didn't make the first head right. And then it broke, and then I gave up. That was school and stuff. So those would probably be the things I made. They're not, I just stopped using them, or I didn't use them right, and they broke, and then I was just like, well, I'll just use the ones I have. Yeah, so that's tool time. That's a great question, Joe. Thank you. All right. Where are we at? All right, so we're just about done with the saxophone. I think we all done with the saxophone. Yeah, we're done. Guess I got ahead of myself. Yeah, I need a sad trombone sound for when jokes don't land, both for me and for specifically, I guess, Ethan and chat. It's a good one. Here, I'll give it to you. All right, we're just going to finish putting these keys on, and this one's done, so then we'll check the next one. Get the next one out, get it ready. Perhaps, would you be ready for your segment, or do you need a minute?
Right now?
In a couple minutes? Okay. All right, so we put the lever on, we're gonna spring hook it. Spring hook it. Put the spring on. Make sure that that's closing. Make sure we're still closing here. And we are, and we're good. All right, so, yes, so let's get the neck key on. We flushed the neck already. This is just, we got everything done. We just had to put on the keys and seat those pads. Let's give this a little wipe down. Yeah, I got to get that mouthpiece a little bit better though. Come on, get over here. Get over here. All right. Here we go. All right, let's make sure our octave mechanism is lined up. Let's do that. Get out of here. All right, folks, so what we're looking at here, the octave key has an arm right here. We're gonna replace that. That's all chewed up. Get out of here. Some new heat shrink tubing. I need to get some clear heat shrink tubing. I got the black stuff. Okay. Let me get some new heat shrink tubing. Camera, stay, stay. Don't freak out. All right. Let's see, will this work? Nope. Next one. All right, so it's just a piece of heat shrink tubing. Molly, you're lucky. All right. You literally put it on and heat it, and it shrinks. Just as advertised. This, open flame, whatever. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom, or something. All right, so when we put our neck on, so what we need to have here, let's go top view. So there's this is gonna be fun. There's our lever here, and then we have the arm to the neck, right? So when we push our octave key, it pushes that arm open, and when we let it go, obviously it closes. So if this key is bent in a way that even at rest, this key stays open, if the key is still open like that, it's not going to play correctly. And often this arm is bent, something's out, or the lever itself is bent. So we got to make sure that regulation is good, because there's a second key that when you push it with the octave key lever down, I can't get it all on camera, sorry, it brings it back down. So we got to make sure this 3-point connection is good. First, I like to check here is just pushing the octave thumb down, moving that lever. There's a lot of lost motion there, okay? So I'm gonna just bring it down just a little bit, and it's set to the right spot too. I gotta make sure we do that. But also you gotta give a little bit of leeway, because not every player sets it exactly the way you think it should be, up and down. They might play it a little bit like this for some reason. I try to just get it in the center of the arm here, is what I typically just try to generally set it to. And I don't mind just a hair of lost motion, because that means it's not going to keep that octave key open. Good, just like that. And we need to get the case cleaned out and the accessories and all that stuff in. I got to clean the mouthpiece again. It's really dirty. I couldn't even get it cleaned. It's so gross. Maybe I'll just replace it. We'll try one more time to clean it though. And if not, brand new one. Brand new one coming in. That's really loud, Molly. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. But yeah. So we'll get another saxophone out and ready to go, because that's next. That's what's next. So, but in the meantime, we go over to, we're going to shift it up a little bit. We do our Matt Chat with Matt featuring Matt. Yeah? He's got to plug his heat gun in, so we're going to give him a second. We're professionals here. We're always ready to go, and we're never just kind of stalling for anything. You know, that's not us. We're good. Kind of a big moment, actually a big moment in our company. It's Dee Dee's birthday. One of the owners. Yeah, it's her birthday coming out. They're taking a nice little vacation. Oh, Molly, you interrupted it.
Sorry.
Jeez, did you spray yourself in the face? No. Anyways, yeah, it's Dee Dee's birthday. Happy birthday, Dee Dee. Fearless leader, taking us. Oh, God, I'm trying so hard to like do a cool thing, and Molly's over here just sneezing up a storm on purpose. She's like, I'm allergic to this, so then she just shoves it in her face. Ooh, it worked. Before we go over, for some reason you don't have enough, but it did work. Dad joke time. Thank you, Seth. By the way, that sound you heard, hopefully, that was actually me and my son. That's a clip from him laughing with me. It was, I don't know, it was pretty funny. Was that, what happened? Was that way too loud? Tell me what happened. But anyways, so we got a quick dad joke, okay? So got my dad joke. Cup, right? Here we go. And we're gonna randomly pick out a random dad joke. So this one's for you, Seth. By the way, if you wanna submit dad jokes for me to read, we'll print it, put it in the cup, and you could have it picked out. We'll get a good email to send that to. All right, so. Oh my God. These are so bad. Why did the man fall down the well? Why did the man fall down the well? Because he couldn't see that well. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you, Seth, for triggering that. And sorry, John, my family makes you creeped out. Anyways, it worked though. We got it to work. How great. Cool. Thank you, Seth. Even though it said it didn't work, but we'll figure it out. All right, so with that done, Matt, you ready to go?
Sure.
All right, here we go, everyone. Enjoy this. It's the Matt Chat featuring Matt with Matt.
Cool. Hello. Oh no. All right, I'll keep going. So today we're gonna fix this. This Martin D18 has some loose binding. Super common on Martin instruments for whatever reason. Just a little. A funny thing about Martins, their binding doesn't like to stay on. Super common repair. This one is under warranty, so this is a warranty repair since we're a service center. The customer's the original owner. They have it registered. So whenever you buy a guitar in general, make sure you register it in case any sort of warranties may apply to you in the future. And yeah, there's a number of things that make a binding repair difficult. So it's important to get good at them because you see a fair number of them. The finish on Martin instruments that have binding typically is nitrocellulose. So that means no acetone, no lacquer thinner, nothing that cleans up solvents, or no solvents that clean up like super glue. So you have to be really careful where to get it. Make sure it gets in the binding where you need it and not anywhere else. The only way to move it is to physically remove it, sandpaper and buffing the area out. This guitar is a little bit easier because it has a gloss finish all the way around. A lot of popular Martin models have satin back and sides. And if you, even while you play it, if you have like a all satin instrument, eventually where your body contacts the finish, or just your arm sleeve, it buffs it to a shine, and you can't get that back. Same thing when you start trying to do a little bit of touch-up work on it. If you need to remove a little bit of super glue on the finish, you have to be really careful that you don't buff that matte finish out to a gloss. The only way to get that back is to very carefully come back with a little bit of steel wool to try to replicate that lack of sheen, or to spray more finish, which is never great. So a little bit lucky for me, this will be easy to buff out. Also, the condition of the instrument is a little banged up, so that gives you a little bit of leeway. You don't want to over buff so that there's a nice, shiny, perfect mirror gloss finish on the waist, and everything else looks like it's been played for 10 years. It's great if you can get a repair to look like factory, but if it doesn't match the rest of the instrument, it's still going to stick out. So there's a certain amount of making sure you do a good job, but also maintaining kind of the aesthetic of the instrument. Also have a little bit of a ding on the neck I'll be coming back to later. So what adhesives are we going to use? When they put binding on, a lot of times they use basically a plastic cement. Not great when there's a finish on it, because that can eat into the finish. So what we're going to do is heat up the binding to get it to relax a little bit, melt that plastic, well, not melt, soften it, so that it comes back together, and then tack it in place. One thing that I look for, especially when the waist is loose, is how much tension is on the binding. One reason it comes loose is the plastic shrinks. Different materials they used in the past were better and worse at this. So if there's like a huge gap in your binding and it takes a lot of effort to get it back together, it's not going to hold long term unless you address that. I'm using this side as an example because it is like the entire side of the guitar that's loose, which I didn't notice at first. It might have let loose in the case while I had it a little bit more. But if we kind of assume that the shoulders and the bottom bout are still attached, we'll give it a little bit of flex, and it doesn't take much effort to get that back into place, which is great. If it was pretty tight, again, we got kind of lucky. It's already separated all the way up to past the heel here. A common place to add more binding is at the neck heel or the very back. Look, we won't have to do that. We'll be able to keep this one nice intact piece of binding. The area that I'm going to focus on today is much smaller. It's on the treble waist here. Again, nice and light. This goes back in without any sort of pressure at all, really. It must have just separated. So we're going to come through with some tape to mask that area off. This is a 3M tape that is resistant to chemicals and abrasion. We're going to put it down just outside of the wood. So there's going to be a little bit of wood showing, which is fine. And I don't like how much that is going to bend. So we're going to audible. More tape, thinner tape, better tape. This will allow us to get around that bend a little bit easier while still keeping out super glue, and let us use a little bit of acetone in emergency if we have to. If we plan ahead well enough, there will be no emergencies, and that is basically the general goal of repair. No emergencies, just repair. All right, so we're gonna finish that off there. Got a nice green line. And because this is more expensive, we're going to come back with the cheaper tape that works just as good. Waste a little bit. And do the side here. The other thing to look out for is how well the rest of the finish is holding up. If there are big flakes, if there are spots that have bubbled away, make sure to either use a super low tack tape or take a little bit of the tack off yourself. Certain areas of like, it's just kind of like a nuance of that you'll learn is certain eras of Martin had finish problems, you know, Taylor guitars as well. Don't really remember offhand if Gibson ever had problems with finish issues, but that doesn't mean that instruments have been well taken care of and have perfect finishes. So if there's anything flaking, anything that looks suspicious, use caution. So this is just regular blue painter's tape. I'm going to use the stuff that is accumulated on my apron to knock down some of that tack. We're not going to really press it down. It just needs to be there to give us a little more room to start flinging super glue around. I'm going to come to the back here. Doesn't have to be super neat. You can crisscross this as long as there is no mahogany exposed. And you can put as, you know, much tape on you want. Give as much of a landing pad. I'm going to be coming back with some tape to clamp down, so I'll put a little more of this blue tape on the finish so there's not strong tape on our finish. All right, so we got a good mask going here. We're going to take our hobby knife and use the back of the blade as a scraper. It's fairly square, so it makes a good scraper. Run it in reverse, making sure to not slip and damage any of this surface. So we're going to try to prepare the guitar side. Scrape the plastic side, the binding side. Just try to get all that funk out of there. That is not conducive to glue sticking. Luckily, there's not much. Like I said, if this binding let loose sooner than the top side, there won't be a whole lot of stuff in here anyway. Super glue is a nice hardy glue, so it's going to stick better than if we were using some other form of glue. A little bit of sandpaper in there. Put gentle pressure on the binding to kind of close it up. Kind of use the that binding channel as a backer for the sandpaper. Try not to distort the either angle too much. We still want to make sure this binding channel is square. Someone went to great lengths to prepare it at the factory, and we should honor and respect that. Try to keep it true. All right, we'll call that good. There we go. I got a little bit of extra space here. This binding is going to be glued down, and it will like it. So there's two different glues that I may or may not be using a thinner viscosity glue boost. And we'll put that on one side of the cup here. And we'll put a thicker one on the other side of the cup. A lot of these have whips on them so that they're easy to dispense, but I do not want to trust that hovering over an instrument. Oh, wow. Sorry. Apparently this super glue hasn't been used in a while. There we go. Big dollop there. So we want to use a glue that will penetrate that whole binding channel, but won't run through. So I'm not if you got a little more space, I think I'll go with the thick stuff. Just for good measure, we will heat up the binding a little bit with a heat gun. You can use a hair dryer if you want, any just gentle source of heat. I'm gonna put this one on low, not turn it up all the way. The lights may flicker, that's all right. Our electrical doesn't like our heat guns running. I know when Molly or Adam are heating up pads because it smells a little funky and then the lights start to bloop. But it's all good. So we're trying to keep it constantly moving. I put the thinner tip on the heat gun to direct it a little bit more. This can really damage a finish. It has never happened to me because I am a cautious person. But I trust that others have had negative experiences and try to follow their direction. So we're using our hobby knife to separate the binding a little bit, coming in with a glue toothpick. Spread that in there. I'm gonna kind of mix in both viscosities a bit. That's all right. Hopefully this glue is staying, or the binding staying warm and pliable. Always make sure what has super glue on it and where it is in relationship to exposed finish. I think I got a little bit on my pinky, so I stopped using the rest of my hand. Take some of this nice brown tape and a piece of towel for squeeze out. Prepare that as much as we can. And then we're using the tape as a clamp, holding it on the side and pulling it towards the top, removing squeeze out, holding it on the top, moving it down towards the side. Normally when, and then repeat. Normally when we got a lot of binding to glue back over here, you have to be careful about the binding in the waist being pressed completely flat into that binding channel. If you're not careful, then it can kind of rotate, and the back, the portion on the side will be flared out a bit, and it will look not good. Cause you more cleanup, more scraping afterwards. So I'll go in with a flat, thin piece of plexi or acrylic and put a clamp on the waist to make sure everything is sitting flat. I might, in the softer, less tense areas, I might use like a melamine wood glue, I believe, or fish glue is good at adhering non-wood things to wood. So it just kind of depends on the situation. and you have to make sure you pick the right materials for the job at hand. So we can see all this brown tape. It's pretty strong adhesive. None of it, not much of it, is on the finish. I never let tape sit for too long on nitrocellulose guitars, especially Martins. It can burn into the finish, and then you see the tape marks after it's pulled off. So in a couple hours, at the very most, I'm going to pull this tape and start cleaning up the binding. But that's a Martin binding repair. We do it a lot. It's important to get good at it and be versatile. It happens to a lot of different kinds of instruments with a lot of different materials, so you have to know how to adapt. It's kind of fun once you get the hang of it. Until then, it is terrifying. So we're moving more towards fun every time we do it, which is the goal.
It's the Matt Chat featuring Matt with Matt. Ugh. All right, cool. Dings in the chat for Matt. Anytime you have to do super glue on anything, it's a bit scary, isn't it?
Yeah. Make sure your target can be on.
Right, yeah. Make sure everything's good. All right. Also, the new transition, I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, that's Matt. He had a bird on his shoulder for a gig.
It was awesome.
For the whole gig?
For a song.
For a full song, like a bird on his shoulder.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
The guy was just walking around the city there.
Just a guy on the city deck with a bird decided to put it on Matt's shoulder. How cool is that? The answer's very cool. All right, so we're going to continue on here, working on with the next saxophone up. I just opened the case. I don't really know what the condition of the horn is outside of that. So let's look at it together, shall we? All right. So here's the horn. And the neck. Of course, the neck we're going to flush. It's hard to see, but there's some buildup on that. Get that nice and clean for sure. Mouthpiece we will flush. You can see nasty buildup there. Get that clean. Take all this stuff out. But let's see the condition of the horn itself. Okay. Yeah! Got the Grimestoppers. Grimestoppers, we're going to be doing our job here, making sure everything's clean. All right, so first thing we're going to do is check the bell keys, see how they're doing. We're going to see they're pretty good. I don't see any leaks. Do you see leaks? No leaks. No drbadleak there. That's good. Make sure we check the back. Yep, solid. Good. All right, then we're going to look down the body of it, see if it's bent at all. It looks straight to me. Gang, what do you guys think? Looking down the body of this, it looks pretty straight, huh? Probably extremely hard to tell. Mainly because I can't hold it tight. Not tight, straight. So steady. Oh. One of these days, I'll learn how to do words. Good? Yeah. Okay. So, bell keys look pretty good. The bell's not bent. We're not out of alignment. That's pretty good. Molly almost fell. You know, every day I just think like, what's it gonna be today, Molly? What's it gonna be? Burn yourself, cut yourself, hit your finger with a hammer.
I'm a hazard to myself.
I'm a hazard to myself. That's a song, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. Why am I asking you? Jeez. All right, let's take a look at this. Let's dive in, gang. All right. Again, we're just getting a closer look at our bell keys. Yeah, they're good. They're good. And I'm looking too at the condition of the horn. Yeah, we don't need to do a tear down and clean. We don't need to take it apart and flush it. We do need to do some pretty good hand cleaning. Okay, so we'll get to that, which is good. It'll be a little less time before this horn's done, so that's wonderful. But let's see what kind of work we need to do. Yeah, when I'm working on saxophones too, I don't know why, but I'll just kind of start cleaning it. So I've got a nice polished cloth with some pledge that works really well for cleaning up lacquer and whatnot. Just kind of just start cleaning. We're going to take a look, see what needs to be fixed. Perhaps we'll have another E-flat pad for Molly to fix. Maybe something else. We won't know until we turn this light on. But first, I see things that need to be cleaned, so I'm going to clean them now. Because I don't know why. I can't help it. Okay. Oh, we see light. Okay, let's see. Yeah. I can't make you zoom in. But gang, we do have a leak. A leak back here. I took away my zoom in so you can't see because it never really worked. But our E-flat pad, it's leaking. And what do we say to leaks, folks? What do we say to leaks? We got a leak, and what do we say to leaks, chat? That's right. Bad leak, go away. A little bit of a delay. That's okay. I think we're going to be working on getting hardwired into the internet here. We're going to get that leak away. We'll replace the pad. Well, wait. We won't, folks. We're going to make Molly do it. We're going to make Molly do it, okay? Outside of that, not really seeing too much. Just some real big cleaning that needs to happen. Oh. We got a leak here. Oh, we got some leaks up top. I never finished looking. I started cleaning again. All right, so we do have some leaks to take care of up on the upper part of the horn, upper stack, which is fine. You know, chat, should we make her do the palm keys too? As a learning experience? There's Dr. Badleak. Dr. Badleak striking again. But here, Grimestoppers, we're going to take care of it. With our lead Grimestopper, friends, chat, that's right, our lead Grimestopper, our number one, she's so freaked out. That's right, here it is. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, the Molly Minute. Bring!
I just poked myself.
All right. Molly's here, our lead Grimestopper.
I'm an apprentice.
She's
I don't
the
think
best
I
of
can
us.
lead anything.
Okay? She's the future. So we're going to replace the E-flat pad again in the palm keys, okay?
Okay.
All right. So this is on you. We've
Yep.
done this all before. It's your third E-flat pad.
I need my
Second
torch.
time doing palm. I don't have a, so I got to get my mic. I got to go
I know,
set the
you
mic
need
because
a
I keep
mic.
talking to myself.
Yeah.
It's just you.
They
All
can
right.
hear you. It's just
So I'm going to
I'm
let
not
you
here.
do this. We're all just going to be watching.
cool.
Okay, over your shoulder. In fact, why don't we switch over to top view so you can kind of, so people can see and see what's going on, okay? Okay, you got this.
Cool.
I'm going to grab the pads for you.
Okay.
And you're going to keep going, and you're going to
Got
talk
it.
through what you're doing.
Got it.
Why are you touching the mic?
I don't know. I am taking off this pad again. Well, not again, but I've done this twice. Once. Oh no. Oh, I got it. Screw is stuck. I didn't think it was going to come out stuck. So you know how it's Dee Dee's birthday?
Mm-hmm.
It's also my grandma's birthday.
Oh, cool.
It's my grandmama's birthday. Happy birthday to Grandma. Grammy. It's the one that you met. It's my mom's mom.
Okay. All right, what are you
Cool.
doing?
I'm taking off the pivot screws. I
Okay.
need to take off the spring to get
Yep.
the key off easierly. Easierly? Easier?
You're spending too much time with me.
Apparently. Easily.
Okay. Is this the biggest screwdriver you have, like tip wise?
No, but
So,
my
why don't
I
you get
don't
the
know
biggest
if it's gonna is it gonna hold.
Let's take a look at that.
I don't know if it's
Yeah, that's what you want. The bigger the tip, because these pivot screws, if you look, right,
yeah.
the slot's pretty big, and if you use one that's too small, you could either damage your screwdriver or the pivot screw. So use the right size screwdriver.
Okay.
Okay. Is there something wrong with it?
Maybe. That's
So why don't
guess
you
we're
fix
about
it?
to find out.
A person who fixes things. Right?
I understand that I fix things. It's kind of my job.
You can't fix your own tools too.
I do fix my own tools. That looks nice. I'm gonna take the palm keys off. That screw looks a little iffy.
Why is this scary?
No, the screw looks.
Oh, okay.
It was just dirty.
Okay, make sure you. Yeah, there you go.
This one?
Mm-hmm. Good job. Why don't you? Well, no, you got your nitpicks. That's fine.
I have nitpicks.
Yeah, I do like the smaller ones for hinge rods. I don't know. It just feels like it works better.
Those are expensive.
Careful.
I'm being
Molly,
careful.
We talked about this.
I'm being careful.
Okay, but your hand.
I didn't put.
You
I
slipped-
moved my hand.
You slipped twice in both times.
Can I
What?
use my smaller screwdriver then? Because I don't think this is getting in there. It's a smaller screw.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you need both.
Did you put my screwdriver over on my bench? That one doesn't actually. That is actually loose. I know for sure.
It's not a one screwdriver fits all.
I know. Well, for flute and clarinet,
But we're not on that, so.
I haven't been working on saxophone, so it hasn't been.
Well,
a
now we
problem.
are. And I'm trying to teach you that. You gotta get your different saxophone.
Now
screwdrivers.
I will
Now.
prioritize fixing my screwdrivers.
Nice.
I remember things sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, so this one's in the way, so we're just gonna flex that down a little bit so we can get that out, okay? And then I'll go back and
That was
reflex
scary.
it where it needs to be.
I'm doing
You
great.
got this. You can do it. Come on, Molly. You can do it.
I'm doing
I'm
it.
trying to be encouraging. Yay, Molly.
Oh, there it goes.
There we go. All right.
It's gone now. Come on.
All right.
Where'd I forgot my poker.
Gotcha.
Poker.
All right, talk through what you're doing.
Now I'm gonna stab the pads and take them off. Stab them. Much different than clarinet pads. Come on. There you go. Why is the glue dark? Or is
It's
that
shellac,
shellac?
yeah.
Okay. Oh. I'll get that in a minute. It's fine. I'm gonna take the glue off the cup because it's actually shellac, so we can put actual
It's
glue
glue
in.
too, but
I know, but that's different than the glue that we use.
kind of looks like both's in there.
I was gonna
put
say,
some out of there.
it
It's
looks like there's glue and shellac, which is weird. Can you mix those? Will that
Should
go
it?
well?
What are you doing right now?
I'm taking off the glue with the Q-tip. I said that.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm sorry. I'm really bad at this talking and doing things. I'm very focused, especially since this is a new thing. I'm focused.
It's
my
your
brain.
third time, second to third time, depending on.
Yeah.
You got this. Come on. There we go.
Hey, at least I didn't get glue on your. That's hot.
Ollie!
I didn't get glue on your thing. I just got glue on. That's stuck there.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Chris is correct. Mixing glue is not good. You don't do that. Don't break. Molly,
I'm paying attention.
are you?
Yes, I'm multitasking.
Are you?
I am. I'm multitasking.
You're doing
I can
great.
do this.
You're doing great. There you go.
See, I'm getting better.
She's learning.
I can learn. My whole job is to learn.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So when you do this one, are you going to use a Q-tip to stab it?
To stab it?
I think I'd want you to make a poker that's a little bit longer too. A second one, third one. When you put it in, yeah, and a thinner. I find like a thinner needle spring. So like the one I have there works pretty well. Do you have something similar? Yeah, let's try that. So you have one here. That's good. And then really put more backwards pressure on it because it should just pop out like that. And it takes more glue with it. And you don't need to heat up the cup as much because you don't want to accidentally burn the lacquer, okay?
There's lacquer on the inside of the cup?
Outside.
Oh.
Heat transfers, you're still
Oh, yeah.
putting fire on it, right? Even though you're heating the inside, the outside's getting hot as well. In fact, the whole thing is getting hot, right? Heat transference. Science.
I
You gotta know a little bit of it.
I didn't join
Okay.
this job to do science. Join this job? Yep.
And I don't want you to like cleaning up the glue, have too much heat on it,
Yeah.
and then, oops, like we put too much and the lacquer burns. So being a little bit more conscious of how hot it goes. And remember, these torches get much hotter than the acetylene faster.
Yep.
They both get hot, but okay. What now?
Cool. Replacing the pads.
Replacing the pads. So what do you do?
Put glue in the pads.
Yeah, how do you do that, Molly?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Heat glue. Carefully, as to not burn my fingers or drop a pad. So we don't want that.
Nice. Good. Yeah,
Is that enough glue? Or
that looks like enough to me. Yeah.
cool. Where's your
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Got a steel block. It is interesting to me that heat up the glue and put it on all of the pads and then put the pads in the key instead of doing it one by one.
Yeah, well, the thought process for me behind that is you have, like, it's an efficiency thing. So you have the glue, you have the torch, so just get the glue on the pad. You're doing that motion over and over again. And then when you set the pads in, you're doing that one motion over and over again.
Right.
You know, it's just a matter of trying to, like, find little ways to get a little bit faster at the process. Because you could put the heat on and then grab the key, put it in. That's not wrong or anything. And people do that, and that's just fine for me personally. And maybe that's what you want to do, Molly. But finding whatever is more efficient. For me, I have the glue in my hand. I'm going to just glue all the pads and get them ready to put into the key, because then I'm going to grab the keys, and it's just an efficiency thing for me. Otherwise, I'm putting down the glue, picking up the key, and it's
Right.
minor, super, super minor, but it's those little things that add up, and you just get faster and faster and faster at it. So I'm teaching you this way because that's how I do it, and then of course, you're going to go learn from other folks in the company.
Right.
They might do it different, and then you're going to find the Molly way. And you're going to burn your hand with glue. Molly, what am I going to do with you? You're an HR nightmare.
I know.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
I'm aware. I'm aware. I've been told I'm a HR nightmare.
Gosh. Let's try that again without burning yourself. Also, again, let's be cognizant of where the torch is going. You were pointing it right at this hand before. So, you got this. You're doing great, Mala. You're doing wonderful. It's very brave of you to learn this stuff in front of everyone watching, too. So, I recognize that. Usually I'm just giving you a hard time, but you did put hot glue on your hand.
I did.
Yeah.
I recognize that. I understand that. I take full responsibility for that.
Mhm. There you go. Yep. That's pretty good. There. Now everything's glued. Okay. Now I would, it's just heat the cup, put it on. So that's like again an efficiency thing. I don't need to
Right.
pick up the glue at different times, but it's the little things. There you go. Perfect. So you're heating up the pad, the cup,
Pad cup, putting in the pad.
giving it a
Spinning
small, yep, to kind of spread the glue evenly, but not pushing down, correct?
It's stuck. Got it.
And I'm not telling you what Joe said. He gave you advice, but we're not going to follow it. Don't look at the chat. You ignore it. Don't, Molly. Don't read it. Stop. Don't listen to Joe. He's not here teaching you. I am. Good. Now be careful with these also because it's metal resonators.
Mm-hmm.
Even that heat's going to come up and that metal resonator is going to be hot.
Yeah.
Okay, especially when putting the glue on. Good. You did it.
Let me put the
All right,
keys
we've got
back on.
9 minutes. Which key do you want to put on? You want to do the E flat?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you use your words instead of like
I don't remember what the name was.
E flat?
E flat.
Yeah. Ef. Eb. Eb.
Eve. That's Ethan's nickname. Eve.
Okay. Ef?
Eve.
I don't know why I said that. It's actually just an E and a B, right? So it should be Eve.
No, Eve.
E flat.
E. Oh.
I'm
Talking
not-
about the key.
Yeah. I'm
Never
not talking
mind.
about Ethan.
I'm
I know that's all you want to talk about.
No.
but I'm not. All right. So can you put those? Yep. There
Do you
we
want
go.
me to clean them?
What's that?
Do you want me to
We're not
clean
doing the
them?
hinge rods, the
I know,
pivot
but-
screws.
Okay.
I do want to get that. Chris was saying he uses like pivot screw grease. I want to try that. Get some.
Pivot
From-
screw
I think it-
grease.
You gotta send me a message, Chris. Remind me where you get that from. Ultramat, something like that. Want to
Interesting.
experiment? Want to get better? Because we're always learning, Molly. Even when you're an old man like me. you
You're
continue to
not
learn.
old. You're 37. You're not old.
I can't believe you told everyone that. Can't believe that. Just.
And you confirmed
Do you
it.
want to just like? Do you want my tell my social security number too to everyone? Like, what else you gonna? Jeez, Molly. Good.
Cool.
That's what I thought, Chris. Cool. All right. So with the heat, so we're gonna use this again, our our pearl protector to protect the felt. Now you can either use your fire if you want to try, or if you want to continue to use the heat gun. Yep. Good choice. That was a test.
I'm not messing with the fire. I probably should learn how to use a fire, but
You have a heat gun though.
I know. But like if I'm repairing stuff elsewhere, like when my
Bring your heat gun with you.
brother Elliot wants me to repair his saxophone every time I see him.
Yep. Remember to focus heat on the rib of it. Yeah, 'cause that's the biggest piece of metal. You start there, let that heat up, and then you kind of spread the heat around from there.
It's moving.
Yeah, that's the glue heating up, and then the pressure of the spring is basically seating it. So now that you see it to move, you take the heat off. Honestly, I just give it a couple. Move your thing. Yep. And let's see. See where. Look at that.
Cool. Did it.
Same thing. We're kind of gonna. I gotta strengthen that spring, but I'm not. We're looking for that. Yeah, look at that. That's really good. That's one of the easier ones you've done. Congratulations. Yeah. Good job. All right.
Cool.
Well, you did it again. Next week we'll do something else. Here, there we go. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, the Molly Minute. Bring. All right, dings in the chat for Molly, everyone. She's doing it. You know, again, I think we say it every time, but it's not easy learning saxophone, and really any woodwind. It's challenging. The saxophone's like a whole nother beast, I feel. There's common techniques that go between the instruments, but it's just a different level. And Molly's deciding to learn it in front of y'all live on stream, and that takes a lot of courage. So proud of you, Molly. Soon you're gonna get this, and you're gonna be doing the saxophone stuff, and then I can just like take a nap or something. That'd be nice. Yeah, that'd be cool. Just take an hour and a half nap. You can do this. Yeah, look at that. It's so good. It's not easy being cheesy. Oh, that's a good one. All right. Yeah, well, let's go ahead. We got some cleanup on this. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming out. Sorry for a little bit of technical difficulties, kinda. We'll get this channel point thing figured out eventually. Someday we'll get it figured out, but it's cool. We got the joke, the dad joke. We got that to work, and there's other modes too. And we'll get it going. We're learning. It's okay. We can learn together. You know. I don't know why that's saying that for you now. We're gonna figure that out. That's the big one, because you've been here. You definitely have points. I don't know why you have non-bread. I don't know why. Bread is life. Also, I wasn't able to like test trigger something, so I gotta. There's work to be done, but we'll do it. It's okay. It's all good. Anyways, I think we're gonna kind of wrap it up here. We're gonna end the stream. Actually experiment with some things, but yeah, I hope everyone has a really good weekend. Enjoy the nice warm weather while you can, if you are in a place that has warm weather, and it should work. We'll get it fixed. We'll get it working. I myself, we're just gonna keep on trucking here. We're just gonna keep fixing some stuff, and we're gonna just keep on keeping on. Next week, probably, there's a good chance we might do, actually next week I think I'm gonna save one of these rentals. There's a couple big jobs that need to happen. And I actually do think it would be pretty cool to do them on stream. So we might do a bow reattachment on an alto sax. There's some ones with loose bows, so we might reattach one. We'll see if I don't have them all done by then though. I might, but maybe not. Anyways, thank you for coming to Behind the Bench, where we take you behind, above, and beyond the repair bench at Heid Music. This has been a lot of fun, and we'll see you next week. And as I always say, keep her going, keep her good.
Let us help you find your melody at Heid Music.